Hey, Lars here, and welcome back to another episode in the Offline from Scratch series. Just ran another 2000 Lower Kurast Runs in search of the runes for Enigma, setting my total run count to just about 3000 so far. And we're getting closer with some more high runes and very nice charms along the way. A quick shout out to everyone who subscribed since the last video. Thank you so much, guys. No more stalling, let's get into it. This time the run started off quite slow, and it took a lot of runs before I got my first rune drop. Luckily, we got some nice skillers while waiting for the rune drops. The first skiller came at run 17, which was the Barbarian Masteries one. And run 184 gave us an Assassin Trap skiller with the 6 to life. On run 204 we get another skiller for the Assassin. This time it's for the martial arts. Just about 4 runs later we get this really nice faster cast rate 2 to Sorcerer's cold skill circlet. It even has 30 to cold resistance. So kinda sad that it didn't roll to lightning skills, cause then I could have used it on a potential Nova Sorceress. But it's still quite a nice find, and it's better than the circlet I was using already. I thought this little small charm on run 220 was worth showing off, since it rolled a perfect plus 20 to life and 11 mana. And on the very next run we get another one. This time it's just 20 to life though. On run 267 we get the next skiller, and this is a really nice one. Plus 2 Amazon, Javelin and Spear skills with 31 life. This is an awesome find, and I'm definitely gonna use this on my Java zone. It is probably one of the best Java skillers I've found so far. Run 358 gives us another skiller for the Assassin. This time it's Shadow Discipline though. And finally, on run 360, we get our first rune drop. If it had not been for all those skillers, I would have been bored by now. But we drop a gold rune. And I'm very excited to see this, because I was beginning to think that my map was broken, or that I did something wrong. But yeah, we're starting off with a gold rune. 365 gives us another Shadow Discipline skiller. And again, it's a perfect copy of the other one. Plus 3 strength again. So I kinda thought that was worth showing. On run 389 we get one of the runes that we're really looking for. We find the first sewer rune. This is the rune I'm really looking for, and is kinda the reason I'm still running Lower Kurast. This is another half of a burr rune, and with this drop we're actually halfway to Enigma already. So definitely still feeling really good at this point in time. On run 405 we get another skiller, and this time it's for my sorcerer. First cold skiller on the account. Can't believe it took that long to find one of these, but there we have it, a cold skiller for the sorcerer. On run 415 it shows that clicking the stupid chests every single run actually pays off, and it gives me a pull rune. This made me frantically click this one chest every single round after this, and if I'm not mistaken it didn't give anything else during the next, I don't know, 1600 runs. On run 430 we get another rune drop. This time it's an rune, and I think it's the first one I found this round, so happy with this. On run 484 we find this very nice 7 magic find small charm with 7 to lightning resistance. This is, I think, my first 7% MF charm with resistance, so I'm very happy with this one. And it's definitely gonna be used on a lot of characters in the future. A corpse rewards us on run 532. It drops a Mal rune, which was a big surprise. And again, that made me keep clicking this single corpse every single run from this point onward. It's still really nice to see runes from these other sources, because if not it would have been quite a dry streak from the rune to the next rune drop from a chest. And by that I mean super chest, of course. But the next one is a good one. It comes on run 658 and it's a low rune. And I guess we'll count it as half of a Sur rune. But in some ways, I guess it kinda stinks, because if you look at the drop charts, it's the same odds as getting a bear rune. On players 7 and 8, it's both 2 for a burr and 2 for low on both locked and unlocked chests. On run 755, we find another rune. It's been a small 100 runs since the low, so this comes as a nice surprise. And I will have to wait quite a bit for the next rune to show up. Luckily we got a couple of skillers in between. Run 815, and is a Barbarian Warcry skiller. Not the most interesting, but maybe I'm gonna make a shout bob, and I suppose then it could come in handy. The next skiller shows up at run 838, and is a Druid Shapeshifter. I'm not really planning on making a Druid, but if you have a suggestion for a nice build, put it down in the comments below. And that's the halfway point, so a quick overview of the runes I found in the first 1000. 1 Sur rune, 1 low rune, 1 Gull rune, 1 Mal rune, 2 runes, and 1 Pol rune. Time to get back into the runs, and the next drop we see on 1027, which is 270 runs since the rune. And it's a Gull rune. From a random chest, not even from a super chest, but I'm definitely very happy with this one. I'll take it. We will see, this chest keeps spawning, and later on it will reward me again. On run 1101, we get a Lem rune drop. Not that much to say about it, but I guess 2 of them cubes together to a Pol rune. Run 1168 awards us with the next rune drop, and it's another Gull rune, just short of being a high rune, but still pretty cool. The next small charm is the first I've found of its kind, and it's shimmering with 4 to all resistances. Feels like that should be an easy use on every character I play. Not that long after, on run 1264, I find another skiller for the assassin. The next skiller is Barbarian Masteries, which in itself is not that cool, but it had 25 life, so I thought I'd show it. On run 1326, we get a Sorcerer Fire Skiller, which I think is also the first one I found for Sorcerer. Maybe I should try playing Hydras at some point. On run 1339, we get another high rune drop, and it is from the same chest that dropped the Gull rune earlier. This time it drops a Vex rune, which is super cool. I guess I will probably go for a perfect call to arms eventually, so it's always nice to stack up these runes already. A small 100 runs later, we get another Mal rune. It's, just another Mal. On run 1577, we drop an Amazon skiller with +2 bow and crossbow skills and some gold find. Only 9 runs later, we get another Pol rune, and these are starting to stack up. I have quite a few. Fairly close after, we get another Lem rune. And just about 70 runs later, we get another Pol rune. Just 3 runs after, we find another Sorcerer Fire Skiller. On run 1759, we find a skiller for the Necromancer. This one gives +2 curses, but it also has a bit of life. Another skiller dropped for the Necromancer on run 1794. This time it was another one for summoning, so I think I have 3 of those now, which means we're definitely also gonna make a summoner at some point. On run 1867, we find yet another Mal rune. These are also starting to stack up quite a bit. I really had to double check these clips to make sure I was not making a mistake. But on run 1980 we get another Mal rune. I feel like these clips look very similar, but the tell for me was the Grand Charm. They are different. The last rune we get in these 2000 runs comes in at run 1989 and is a little pull rune. I suppose it's not the best rune, but I was very happy getting this one since it was only 9 runs after the Mel, and that's it. I'm gonna wait with a full overview of all the charms and perfect gems until I'm totally done. But these are the runes we got from these 2000 runs. This time we only got 1 Sur rune, which feels kinda bad compared to the last 1000 I did. But that means we're still halfway to Enigma. And that means it's still not enough, and that I'm of course gonna be doing even more Kurast runs. I definitely didn't expect this to take this long, but what can you do? Look forward to the next episode, which is probably also gonna be Lower Kurast. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Lars out.